about the style, it's about entertaining people. So one thing for you guys, when you came on stage, it was more about nervousness. There are some people who actually did pretty well. Some people did not speak. But bartending is all about communication. You either confuse the guest or convince the guest or build reputation by speaking with them. So that is the first thing that you guys need to do. So you guys need to work with combinations that are already existing and try to build it along with the spirit or the ingredient that you're working with. So always go back to your basics.
So first example to y'all, I do it with everybody. Some of y'all must have sat for my classes. It's if you want to make food, you'll know food because you'll study food, you'll eat food right from childhood. Okay, so you'll know how food tastes. You know that you won't put a dal and an egg together and cook it. You know that it doesn't actually combine well. So anybody in this room, you can pick up whatever ingredients you want, whichever one are your favorite in food, okay? And make a dish that is not inspired by any other dish. If you can do it, you can work with Gordon Ramsay because he's the only other guy, or there are guys of that level who can do it. Because you've got to have so much of exposure to create a new dish. The same problem you're doing cocktails which you don't understand, which I didn't understand till the age of 25. It is just the last 4 years that I've learned how to build cocktails. Okay? And I'm really understanding it well because of research.
Mr. Chanel Fernandez will honor our respected chief guest with a floral bouquet and a memento.
Event in association with Gilmore Distillery. Mr. Solomon is a man of vision, creativity and dedication, and we are blessed with your support in organizing this event. Mr. Vaibhav Gaulkar, Beverage Innovation Manager of Monin, West and South India representative. Mr. Sanjay Shirodkar, representative of Tropicana, Reverend Fathers, respected judges and of the day, co-sponsors, distinguished guests, faculty members from other institutions, from teachers, students, ladies, gentlemen, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and being here for today's function. It gives me immense and great joy and pleasure to welcome you all to this year's World Tourism Day celebration. United Nations World Tourism Organization has chosen India as the host country to celebrate World Tourism Day 2019 on the theme Tourism and Jobs, a Better Future for All. The responses from various colleges have been amazing and encouraging. Thank you very much. Thank you Gilmore Distillery, Monin, Tropicana, Hotel Grand Hyatt, Hotel Club Mahindras, Fisherman Walk Panjim, Hotel Zuri's White Sand, World Flair Association, Goa European Bartender School, our Alumni Association, and Wild West Family Restaurant and Bar for all your support in organizing this today's event. A great philosopher once said, "What I hear, I forget. What I see, I remember. What I do, I understand." Let's do it together. We have heard what we have to do. We have seen what we need to do. Now it is the time to do it, and together we can do it. God bless you all, and thank you once again. God bless our institute. God bless our nation. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Father, for your words of wisdom. Now we have a dance performance by Cyrus L. Group. Manager of Monin to come up on the desk. So ladies and gentlemen, we are certain that you have had a very good fare of cocktail entertainment during the period of this competition. To the society, Reverend Father Matthews Penedis, the 5th place goes to Mr. Gajanan Bhattare from Damodar. It is awarded to Mr. Shannon Sigwera from St. Alex High Secondary. And to do the honors, may I request our chief guest, Mr. Jaspreet Singh, manager of Althaya Beach Resort, Benaulim. 5 cents Varka. To do the honors of the second place, may I call upon on stage Mr. Vaibhav, Beverage Innovation Manager of Morning Products, and the second place goes to Mr. Sean Fernandez from Father Agnes Vocational Training Institute. He goes away with a cash prize of rupees 3,000 sponsored by Edinco Distillery and a complimentary buffet voucher from Hotel Club Mahindra for 2 persons along with a certified course under World Flair Association. And now, to do the honors to our winner, may I call on stage Mr. Clive Almeida, Edinco Distilleries. The winner goes away with a cash prize of rupees 5,000 sponsored by Edinco Distilleries along with a complimentary 2-day mixology course at the European Bar Academy, Perna, and a complimentary brunch voucher from Hotel Grand Hyatt for 2 persons. It is Cyrus Lazar. Chairman of Reverend Educational Society, Reverend Father Matthews Fernandez, to give us his message.
I enjoy watching you all making mocktails. For me this is a completely new field and I truly enjoy being here today. And my dear students, I wish you all the best and wishing you all good luck in your future. Do well and shine and I wish you all the happy career in your life. God bless you and thank you all the judges, our chief guests and all the great personalities here. Thank you. God bless you.
First of all, I'd like to thank Edinco Distilleries, Mr. Solomon Denise for sponsoring the event for second consecutive year. He has been helped us in the cash prize, also has helped us like whichever the college we have gone, we had given them the quarters of Gilmore whiskey that was totally sponsored by Mr. Solomon. He has also helped us in getting the publicity, lot of the material to be done. I also like to thank Mr. Vaibhav for all the support that he has given. On one reply only, he replied us whatever the things what we needed, all the morning syrups. Joining as a partner was more important because we needed a lot of sponsors to make this event. As you can see, there's a lot of cost involved in. He came up with, they also inspired our students with the classes, morning classes. He was also one of the judges. I also like to thank Mr. Gaurav, the Beverage Innovation Manager for morning, for also taking a class with our students, telling them more about mocktails. This was the mocktail session. Then also I like to thank Mr. Sanjay Shirodkar, who is a sales in charge for Tropicana Juices, also supporting us for second consecutive year. My big thanks to all those gurus, Mahagurus who were there today to judge you, especially Mr. Carl Fernandez, Mr. Pearson Fernandez, and Mr. Vaibhav. It was an honor for us to have you as one of the judges for our event. I'd like to also thank the bartenders, Mr. Carl Fernandez, Deepak Sharma, Ryan Arang, and Mr. Gaurav for inspiring our students on their cocktails in past couple of days. I also like to thank the Guardian Angel alumni for sponsoring the first winner with mixology course at the Goa European Bartenders. I also like to thank Mr. Pearson Fernandez of Goa European Bartenders Schools is sponsoring the flaring course under the World Flair Association. The list goes on, but I have to thank everyone. The special thanks to Brensley D'Souza, Front Office Manager, Grand Hyatt, Mr. Alex Dice, the Executive Chef for Club Mahindra, Mr. Harshit Desai, HR Manager of Club Mahindra, Wild West Family Restaurant, Kuchore, Mr. Raghuvind Rao, Hotel Zuri, Mr. Ryan Aran of Fisherman's Pub, Panjim for co-sponsoring the winners. And my big thanks to our principal. He has been a very energetic, supportive at all point of time. Whenever we needed them, whenever we came up with a proposal, he always agreed to it. I also like to thank Mr. Renaud D'Souza. He was the man behind starting this program last year, and for 2 years we are running it smoothly under his guidance. I also like to thank all our faculty. Also, all our faculty who have taken, I'll also like to thank Sir Vinayak who has taken care of the kitchen. The lovely food was served. I also like to thank Mr. Carl for taking care of the service. Ms. Betty Rebello for the housekeeping. Ms. Lionel for all the other works, basically the certificate writings, the registration, and all our teachers who has been working tirelessly to get this event right. I also like to thank all our non-teaching staff also who has been a support for us and whenever we needed them. Definitely this program was not, we could not put it without the help of our students. I honestly, I actually have to take 3 names here. If you can see the decor, the man behind the decor, the sound, everybody has put a lot of efforts here, but I'll always like to, as a part of the team who was the team in charge for getting this place done, I'd like to thank Mr. Denzel D'Souza. I'd like to thank Laviston Costa and Jasmine Fernandez. There were the 3 people, basically, yes, they were supported by everyone, but you can see the decor, lights, sounds, most of the things were done by them. Also, without forgetting, you can see the spirit, the speed. We are just done with the competition and you could see the video that was played here. Editing, everything was done, and this is also, I'd like to thank our photography team, videography team, Mahadev, with Abner, along with Abner, Vishal, Weber, all I also say, please don't feel bad if I miss out some names. Okay, it might be due to the pressure, but I like to thank everyone. And before we leave from here, I like to tell all the bartenders, you all are the winners. It doesn't matter, you might have not taken the place, but definitely in the coming years, we will do so. See you, Gilmore 2020 next year.